In this video, we're going to talk about Spawn versus Hell's obstacle for the throne. Alright, my brothers and my sisters from another mister, this is a comic book review of King Spawn, issue number 29, brought to you by RatedComics. Let's get to it. We begin this issue exactly where we left off in King Spawn 28, where Spawn is in pursuit of the throne. It was supposed to be a simple shortcut, a way to save time, but we see this dark, grimy looking face with a couple scars added to the journey, you know? Instead, it's been a pathway that's done everything to try to slow him down. He knew he might have to fight his way through, which he's done over and over again, but there was one thing he didn't prepare for, and that was to battle himself, because out of nowhere, his entire symbiote costume began to betray him. His chain started flickering all over the place, and you know what? And the more he fought it, the more it fought back, pulling away from Spawn like a pack of rabid animals thirsting to be let loose. And having returned to Hell, the symbiote is reverting back to its old habits, but like any other species, it has to know who the alpha is, and Spawn's like, just because we back in your homeland, don't be trying me like I'm some kind of sample, alright? I'm your freaking master. So the costume obeys, and it doesn't try him no more. Well, at least for now, that is. But from here on out, Spawn's attention will be compromised, split between traversing the Forbidden Lands and keeping his own persona in check. And though being a Hellspawn means they don't require much sleep, the constant barrage of threats while dragging a 50-ton carcass over the countless miles has taken its toll on Spawn. And I was referring to the last issue when he threw that carcass and he feasted because, you know, he hungry like that. So Spawn liked to stop to rest just for a minute, but he can't. Hell won't let him. That's his obstacle right there. It matters not that if Spawn can't get to Hell's throne before one of his enemies can, then this entire realm is at risk of extinction. So there's only one law it obeys. None shall pass these lands, none shall survive. It drags Spawn into the ground, and that law that it has, where no one shall pass, well, it intends to enforce it. And if the soil itself must drown and devour Hell's only possible savior, that's exactly what it'll do. Like cancer, it's willing to kill its host, even if it means it will die too. That's a sick and twisted legacy of certain parts of Hell, where its overriding need to destroy supersedes all else. So it has no qualm killing Spawn. If it can, unless the thing it wants to kill, you know Spawn's gonna fight. But come on now, Spawn's like, y'all better stop trying me like some kind of Costco sample on a Saturday morning. I don't play that stuff. So Spawn finally realizes why he's been attacked so many times. It's not that they keep finding him, it was because he be leading them to himself. His eyes have become a beacon for them to follow. So if light is the enemy of darkness, then remove the enemy. Show them you embrace navigating in darkness. And Spawn does it like a top G. So for the next few days, Spawn's frustration grows as he begins to doubt if he's actually walking in the right direction. He should have come to its end by now. But it's the pace of his strides that's frustrating him most. He's begun to slow down, even though he's been followed once again by these insects. And you know they're trying to try Spawn, but guess what? And this demon dog is like, yeah, you know me, I'm trying to sample you too, like you some kind of Costco sample on a Saturday morning. So while curiously the insects behind him have yet to make their move, well, all that's about to change. So dark forces aren't exclusive to this realm. Many other factions have waited centuries for a savior to come, and these bugs obey Spawn's command. And that is because someone is willing to stand up to the ruling power there. Someone willing to show them that their fates are not inevitable. Though the hell needs to feed, so too do the creatures who have been oppressed for so long, because this savior must pass, and they want Spawn to get that throne. The quest of their lord must continue. He can't fail, not now. He's gone too far, and there's still too much at stake. Regardless of who or what may want him stopped, he braces as the sound of flapping wings grow louder. These bats go in. So shrieks echo across the morbid landscapes, perhaps alerting others to the Hellspawn's position. Their internal radar is guiding them as they ascend upon their target. The bats try blocking his path at first. He resists fighting against his presumed attackers as they pull and claw at him. They didn't come to attack him. No, they came trying to save him, and they throw him off his ledge of the cliff. He descends down nearly a quarter mile, slamming against the cliffside dozens of times until finally, well, he lands and he impacts. And he's like, all right, man, you guys better stop trying me like I'm some kind of sample, all right? Because I'm getting tired of this stuff. I want some food and I'm hungry. And speaking of hunger, his appetite's about to be fulfilled because Wanda is approaching him. She kneels down and tells Spawn to rest well. You've earned your moment of peace, sweetheart. It's now my turn to help. She gives him a kiss on the forehead, giving him an extra bounce of life or whatever. So each of them weighs in excess of 600 pounds, and yet, like a mother with her baby, like a newborn baby, Wanda effortlessly lifts Spawn, walking in the same direction her ex-husband has been heading. She won't leave him there. This can't be his final resting place. There's still too much good for him to accomplish. Still, so many people that need his help. He can't abandon them. So she walks hours after hours, day after day. In time though, having tested her own limits, even she must rest. She fights the urge to close her eyes, thinking they'll be exposed, thinking they'll be easy targets. If she gives into her own needs, she would have failed her own mission. Who will protect them if she sleeps? I'll tell you who will protect her. Yeah, look at him, our boy Spawn, looking around like I wish somebody would try me like I'm some kind of sample. And that is the end of Spawn versus Hell's Obstacle for the Throne. What you guys think of this comic book? Comment below, let me know. Also, link in description if you wish to add this comic book and or any of our other Rated Comic exclusives, limited print exclusives to add to your comic book collection. Support the art, support the industry. Lastly, this review is sponsored by coffee, so if you'd like to buy your boy a cup of coffee, link in description or donate to the super thanks. But the greatest compliment you guys can do is by liking this video and subscribing to Rated Comics YouTube channel. Thank you again for watching. Until next time.